Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Bill Case. Today the last class we established the concept newly of what Roman numerals. That is the different things we use to represent number, which are tally and then Roman numerals. So today we want to look at how we can calculate Roman numerals. So these examples, we have Roman numerals here. We want to see how we can calculate them so that we can get our corresponding values in ordinary numbers. All right, so please, before we continue on this solution, I would like you to go back, hit the thumbs up, share this video as much as to as many people as possible. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed, and let me walk you through this calculation. Thank you. All right, now what we have here, we have M, C, N, L, X, 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 I, V. Now, before we continue with this, I want to remind you that I told you the last class that anytime you have a Roman numerals, take it one by one. If you have a larger numerals like this, C, which is 100, you now have a smaller numerals at the back, which is what, like this. Now, this and this, they look alike, but they are different. Do you know why? Now, this V here is 5. This C here is what? 100. This C here is what? 100. This V here is what? 5. Now, this one here is subtraction, while this one is what? Addition. Now, I'll tell you why. If you remember very well, the last class, I told you that anytime you have a larger number, if you have a smaller number first and then a larger number later, you have to what? Subtract the smaller one from the bigger one. And that's why this one is going to be what? 95. And anytime you also have a bigger number first and then a smaller number next, that means you have to do what? Do addition. And that's why this one will give us what? 105. Now, based on this, I hope you remember now, we are going to use this to now trash this out one by one. So let's go with me. Let me show you. Now, it will be better for you to start from your right hand side so that you'll be taking it one by one. Now, I have V here, which is 5. I have this V is what? 5. This I is what? 1. This is 10. This is 10. This is 10. This L is what? 50. This M is what? 1000. This C is what? 100. And this M is what? 1000. Now, before we can do our computation, look at this first number here. It is 5. The next number after is what? Is 1. Meaning that 1 is what? Smaller than what? 5. Now, if you have 1 first before 5, that means you have to follow this rule of what? Subtraction. If you have a smaller number first and a bigger number next, you have to what? Subtract. Now, in doing that, it means I will say 5 minus 1, 4. That means this IV is now equal to what? Is what? 4. Why? Because I have 1 is a smaller number and V is a larger number. So I have to what? Subtract. Good. Now, the next thing we want to go to is what? This is X. X and X. So X is still a smaller number and this is a larger number. So if you have a larger number and then you have all these small numbers just like this, that means you have to what? Add. Now let's see what that will give us. Now this X, turn into 3 places will automatically give me what? 30. Is that clear? Now this L is still what? 50. Is that clear? Good. So you have it together. Now this my M is what? 1000. Now look at this. You have to be very careful here. You have M, which is 1000. You now have, at the back of it, you have C, which is a smaller number. Now, because you have a C, which is a smaller number than M, you have to what? Subtract. Don't forget. So that means it will now be 1000 minus 100. 1000 minus 100. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 1, it's not possible. So you want to borrow this one here and put it here. And this now becomes 10. 10 minus 1 is what? 9. So I have 900. So this my CM is now what? 900. Please don't get confused. This M is 1000, but because the next number after it is a smaller number, so you have to subtract that smaller number from this bigger number. So the whole of this CM will now give us what? To give us 900. Is that taken? Good. So the next one we have here is M standing on its own, and that is what? 1000. So we are going to add all of these together to find an answer. So 1000. So I have 1000 plus what? 900 plus 900 plus what? 50 plus what? 30, and then plus what? 4. Let's add 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is what? Is 4. 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 3 is what? 8. 0 plus 9 is what? 9. And 1 plus 0 is what? 1. So my answer is what? 1984. My answer is what? 1984. Is that taken? Good. Now, we want to move on to the next one now. Let's do it just this. Let's follow the same steps that we followed here so that you can understand. Now, the first one you want to look at is this is I. This is 1, 1, 1, which are what? Smaller numbers anyway. So, if you have a small number and next to it at the back is a bigger number, what do? You add. So, meaning that this one is what? 3. This B is what? 5. Now, I have C, which is what? 100. And at the back of the C is what? A smaller number, which is what? 10. So, if I have a smaller number at the back of a big number, that means you what? Subtract. So, 100 take away 10 is what? 90. Is that clear? All right. This is XC. Now, this next one here, which is C, is what? 100. This C also is what? 100. So, you want to add everything together. All right. Now, let's look at this together. I have 100 plus 100 is what? 200. I have 90 plus what? Plus 5 is 95. And then I have 3 standing alone plus 3. So let's add. 5 plus 3 is what? 8. 0 plus 9 is what? 9. And 2 plus 0 is what? 2. And that is what? 298. 298. Good. Now let's look at this last one together. Now let's take it one by one. This V that is standing on its own is what? 5, isn't it? Now this C is a bigger number than V because C is what? 100. So the fact that it is at the back of V, that means you have to add, and it's bigger than V. You have to add it. So this next one is also what? 100. And then you have a very bigger number also, which is what? 500. So my D is 500. My C is 100. My C is 100. My V is what? 5. And let's add everything together. 500 plus 100 plus another 100 plus another 5. 0 plus 0 plus 5 is what? 5. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is what? 0. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So my answer is what? 700 and what? 5. We have 700 and what? 5. Is that clear? All right. Now, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share it with your friends and family, especially your children that are within the of grade 7 to 9 or thereabout, because this course is going to actually help them to understand the in-depth concepts of this mathematics. Thank you so much for watching.